Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Crestwood High School's commencement ceremony for the class of 2020. This video ceremony is one of 3 parts to honor your accomplishments of graduation and transition into the next steps of your life. Graduates, I know this isn't what any of us wanted and certainly isn't ideal, but I hope the following presentation allows you and your family an opportunity to reflect on your journey thus far. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed many things, and you've been right in the middle of it. Learning is an age of constant change and simply never stops. In the new culture of learning, the bad news is we rarely reach any final answers. The good news is we get to play again, and we may even find more satisfaction in continuing the search. Graduates, my challenge to you is this: continue the quest for learning, problem solving, and growing with each new obstacle that you may face. Today we have 2 members of the senior class that will address the audience. Each will share a different perspective of their varied experiences at CHS. The first speaker is Deavian Dixon.
To the class of 2020, good afternoon, families, faculty, friends, and my fellow classmates. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Deavian Dixon, and I'm happy to be speaking to you all today. When I found out school was canceled for the rest of the year, I wasn't sure I'd get this opportunity. But first, I'd like to congratulate all of the students here for graduating, although it didn't happen the way we thought it would. In light of that, I came across a quote that I want to share with all of you. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've left them. And for those of you who don't recognize that quote, it's from the series finale of a TV show called The Office by a character named Andy Bernard. Given the circumstances of the entire class of 2020 across the country has faced second semester, I wanted that quote to be one of the key parts of this speech. I asked myself a question I think we could all ask ourselves. What are the good old days in high school? Are they the Friday nights spent at football games, cheering in the stands loud and proud against the opposing team? Are they the moments spent in the locker room getting jacked up before games and meets? For those of us that don't participate in after-school activities, sports, clubs, maybe they're the days spent in class working on group projects, school dances, fundraisers, eating lunch with friends. The list of scenarios could go on. For me, it was a time I spent participating in speech in the fall musicals. Now that our high school careers are over, we move on to a new chapter. For some of us, that means attending college. For another number of us, that means going straight into the workforce. I even know for a few of us it means joining the armed forces, whether that be in the Marines, Army, Navy, Air Force, or Coast Guard. Then there's those of us that are undecided. And if you find yourself being undecided, my hope to you isn't to feel discouraged or pressured to find your place in life. It's to do the things you enjoy. That's my hope for all of us, to find happiness regardless of whether or not we have our lives planned out. The other quote I wanted to bring to light is a song lyric from our 2018 fall musical, The Addams Family. There's a welcome in each farewell. Unfortunately, our last day of school wasn't May 13th. It was March 13th, and we made plans to take assessments, attend practices, and not knowing that we weren't going to be able to come back and do those things. For all the memories and moments that this class will miss out on, make sure to cherish the ones we do have. I hope for all of us to find the best versions of ourselves, the good old days. And last but not least, I wish for every senior in the class of 2020 to recognize the welcome and our unfortunate farewell. Thank you. Please enjoy this piece performed by the Crestwood High School's Concert Chorale.
Thank you, Concert Chorale, for performing the musical selection You Raise Me Up, which was accompanied by senior Chloe Rice. This was recorded at the last concert and was selected for the 2020 commencement. A gold cord represents students who have obtained a cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or above at the conclusion of the first semester of their senior year. The following students have earned a gold cord: Keely Indira, Madison Brace, Nicholas Braun, Chase Burke, Emma Cotant, Wyatt Curtis, Dale Van Dixon, Kaylin Erickson, Sharon Goodman, Tyrone Grant, Lydia Harvey, Braden Hayes, Dalton Height, Eduardo Jimenez Tempaxle, Nicholas Knobloch, Kayla Kriener, Libby Lebowski, Angel Ebherts, Isabella Lemkool, Lakin Linhard, Lucas McGee, David Meneke, Mitchell Mellis, Cameron Allendick, Garrett Allendike, Shelby Pisney, Mika Reagan, Chloe Rice, Emma Rissman, Chrislyn Rupert, Aaron Ryan, Wyatt Scheidel, Delaney Schobrock, Caleb Shea, Maddie Slavin, Walker Soblick, Rachel Steffen, Kelsey Stortz, Memphis Sweeney, Briar Thompson, Hannah Ward, Taylor Waterbeck, Megan Watson. Those are the gold cord recipients for the class of 2020. Each year, a member of the senior class shall be determined to be the valedictorian and salutatorian of that class. The valedictorian shall be the student who has obtained the highest grade point average. The salutatorian is the student who has obtained the second highest grade point average. This year, we have a trio of salutatorians. I'm pleased to announce Madison Brace, Emma Cotant, and Tyrone Grant as the class salutatorians. The class of 2020 will have 3 valedictorians: Nicholas Braun, Wyatt Curtis, and Sharon Goodman. Nick, Wyatt, and Sharon will be awarded a medallion and the Boschka Scholarship that accompanies this tremendous accomplishment. Good job, all. Our next speaker is Wyatt Curtis.
Here I stand, in the place where I thought I would make more senior memories with my friends, instructors, and even the peers who I never bonded closely with. But now, after looking at the desolate hallways and the somber quietness of the school, I think back to the days we all took for granted. The days when we could not wait to laugh with our friends, to greet our favorite teachers, and, most importantly, to complain about what the school served for lunch. Though I only joked on the last factor, I predict we all yearn for a sense of normalcy in our lives, especially after staying in quarantine for the past 2 months. Today, I want to recognize both the sorrows of missing our last quarter together and the triumph for how far each of us has come in our lives, with this celebration marking only the beginning of our next journey, facing the world as young adults. Though many of us may feel confident enough to take on the world, we will all realize that we will re-encounter what our freshman year felt like. Confusion, anxiety, and fear flashed at us like a shifting mirror in the sunlight, and the mirror's reflection blinded us from knowing what we needed to focus on. So we chose to focus on what we wore, who we called our friends, and if we had to worry about a senior cornering us alone in the bathroom to give us a swirly. Thankfully, as far as I know, we needlessly worried about the swirlies. Anyway, because of our experience in the dramatic change from middle school to high school led us astray, we did whatever we could to further our image to fit in with the upperclassmen. Eventually, we made new friends, and our freshman year passed as quickly as the reflection passed over our eyes. Then, once our vision cleared, we became sophomores, hoping for a considerable change in school when we only really knew the schedule and that the upperclassmen, especially the seniors, still posed a threat to our security. However, much like our freshman year, the school year passed, graduating us to the transitioning year, our junior year. Overloaded with class options, finding a prom date, playing on the varsity team sports, working a part-time job, and fulfilling the responsibilities as an upperclassman, we engrossed ourselves in a workload that our hidden but present case of senioritis. Luckily though, our summer relieved us, making us believe that the absurd statement that your senior year is your easiest year. Though that statement may have some validity for some of us, I think that this statement from Mrs. Steffen best described our senior year, per se. With only missing a single snow day, you guys will be the smartest seniors yet. Once again, this statement, which with my physics class firmly believed, became yet another delusion that failed to explain how our senior year would have ended. Despite the seamlessly endless grind with all of our schoolwork, we could not forget how quickly the years faded away, and that we could only expect the unexpected, especially considering how the abrupt changes from this unprecedented time have changed us now. Speaking of the delay we had all experienced snow days to give us, I bet some of us rejoiced after hearing Kim Reynolds' news that we would not return for the last quarter of our senior year, though I felt quite the opposite. More specifically, after hearing the news, a huge cloud of troubling emotions overtook me, shaking me like thunder because I knew that my golf season as a top varsity player would never happen. Thinking back to my friend's comment about the upcoming season, he would excitedly chant at me this question to elate me for the first day of golf. March 17th, March 17th, are you ready for March 17th? As you would suspect, this question became extremely annoying, especially as he could not resist saying it every time he saw me. However, when sifting through my senior memories, this simple, bothersome statement became my single most encouraging thought about the unfortunate end to my senior high school golf career. From this particular experience that I initially resented, we can all see how even the most senseless actions from our friends can bring us joy at times when we least expect it. Because I know many of us still long for a traditional end to our senior year, I understand that we still will persevere. To best demonstrate this fact, I want to share a conversation within Lord of the Rings between Frodo and Gandalf. I wish it need not have happened in my time, said Frodo. So do I, said Gandalf, and so do all those who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. Importantly, I hope we all have used our time wisely over the past 2 months. Sorry, I lost my spot. To better ourselves, our relationships, and our perspectives on life. One day in the future, normalcy will shine like the sun's rays through the dense fog that we experience now, bringing us back to the life we so dearly miss. In case we all cannot see it now, let us listen to Helen Keller's words of wisdom. When one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us. In short, the pandemic closed the door of happiness together, our happiness together. But it does not mean that we will have to continuously stare at the closed door in hopes that it will open again, because it will not. Find an alternate open door. There we will each find our happiness once again. Within that open door lies the ability to cherish our memories and to realize that college will bring us entirely new opportunities with even more friends, coaches, instructors, and our families. Before I conclude this rather lengthy speech, we need to appreciate everyone who has helped us make it here. Firstly, we have to recognize our friends. For the countless hours my friends have put up with my ridiculous puns, I cannot appreciate enough how you have selflessly listened to my concerns and given me the reassurance I needed to persevere. Secondly, we all have to recognize the dedication and sacrifices teachers have made for us to succeed, even when we fell behind and made silly mistakes. Thank you, Crestwood Elementary, middle school, and high school teachers, staff, and administrators for showing us the love and support throughout our 14 years together. Thirdly, we should recognize the coaches who adore the sports we participate in more than we do because they have committed their lives to make us the most respectful, hardworking athletes we can ever be. Finally, we need to express a sincere gratitude towards our family members and mentors who have individually shaped our character and advised us through our struggles, regardless of their size. Once again, we could not have made it this far without the devotion of so many lives directed towards helping us achieve our goals. Although high school seemed to end as quickly as it started, we now stand here as graduates, with a world of opportunity ahead of us and a high school education behind us. Hoping that this eerily quiet building will bustle again soon, I hope that the pandemic will not hinder our college experiences in the way that the fourth quarter ended, though all of us now know to expect the unexpected. Moreover, seniors, I challenge each of you to thank as many people as you can for all the guidance you have received throughout your life so far. Write a letter, send an email, or if you can, tell the people in your lives how much you appreciate them before you forget and never tell them at all. With my challenge initiated, I have only one more comment to say. Congratulations to the Crestwood class of 2020, and good luck on your future endeavors.
On behalf of the Howard-Winneshiek Board of Education, I would like to congratulate the Crestwood class of 2020. This year has not ended the way you thought and planned it would have, but just like you did in the classroom, on the athletic fields and courts, and on the stage, you have persevered and made this year a success. Best of luck on your future plans. May you be successful and happy while you follow your dreams. And always remember, once a cadet, always a cadet.
Ms. Holton, School Board President, Board members, Ms. Johnson, Mr. Ludeking, Ms. Sovereign, Mr. Boderman, Ms. Lane, and Mr. Inns, Superintendent of Schools, would you please stand? This group of students have met the standards set forth by the Iowa Department of Education, and they have met the requirements of the Howard-Winneshiek Community Schools Board of Education requirements for graduation. It is my pleasure to recommend they receive a diploma of graduation. Logan Matthew Elbert. Keely Nicole Andira. Kale Anthony Anderlich. Kevin Michael Barnhart. Matthew J.D.P. Bauer. Alex James Blankenship. Jenna Sue Bolson. Caitlin Ann Bourne. Madison Renee Brace. Nicholas Joseph Braun. Austin David Bowles. Chase William Burke. Shane A. Burke. Ezekiel John Church. Emma Ladine Cotant. Marshall Nolan Cotton. Wyatt Ward Curtis. Deavian Lawrence Dixon. Elena Kimberly Heidi. Kaylin Madison Erickson. Cameron Jungkung Erickson. Sydney S.J. Erickson. Casey Foltz. Ryan Dean Fortney. Colby James Frazier. Veronica Lee Fuentes. Sharon Gabrielle Goodman. JC H. Gordon. Donovan Lynn Gosh. Tyrone Michael Grant. Josie Claire Hageman. Lydia Rose Harvey. Dylan Michael Hauber. Angelina May Hayek. Braden Bruce Hayes. Dalton Wyatt Height. Dalton Davidson Hubka. Eduardo Jimenez Simpaxley. Bryden Dell Julesgard. Nicholas Allen Knobloch. Kayla May Kriener. Libby Lorraine Lebowski. Erica Elizabeth Lake. Daniel Flores. Angel M. Lebhertz. Isabella Grace Lemcool. Lakin Kelby Linhart. Haley Drake Mackenberg. Hunter James Mackenberg. Jamie A. Molly. Lucas John McGee. David Jonathan Menike. Mitchell Ryan Mellis. Autumn Dawn Nolan. Cameron Ivy Allendek. Garrett Francis Donald Allendike. Robert David Ostrom III. Haley Justice Ponish. Joshua Daniel Pavlovic. Josephine Pearl, Tinter. Shelby, Joyce, Pisney. Kelly, Ann, Rolf. Mika, Rose, Reagan. Riley, C, Reese. Chloe, Elizabeth, Rice. Krista, Ray, Riley. Emma, Nicole, Rissman. Connor, Griff, Roberts. Catherine, Ann, Rothler. Chrislyn, Emily, Rupert. Aaron, Elizabeth, Ryan. Wyatt, Lee, Scheidel. Delaney, Jaylyn, Schulbrock. Caleb, M, Shay. Annalee, Carol, Shilleney. Maddie, May, Slavin. Matthew, Max, Slifka. Kayla, Ann, Smoltz. Walker, Lynn, Soblik. Rachel, Leanne, Stefan. Brooklyn, Joe, Stevenson. Kelsey, Marilyn, Stortz. Memphis, James, Sweeney. Tyler, N, Teslo. Mason, K, Tice. Breyer, Frederick, Thompson. Michaela, Marie, Walton. Hannah, Joe, Ward. Taylor, Marie, Waterback. George, Wilkie, Watson. Megan, Ann, Watson. Tristan, James, Weatherington. Reese, Jeffrey, Wilson. Seniors, please stand and face your family. You may switch your tassels. Family, relatives, and friends, I present to you the now graduated class of 2020. Congratulations.